3, 2, 1, action. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do my Who Am I video and Q&A session at the end from the questions I got answered when I put it up on Instagram. And I'm going to try and do this in one take, so I'm going to try and keep it as real as possible because I have a terrible bad habit of editing stuff, so it looks like I'm absolutely fine talking, whereas in reality I have to edit it quite a lot because I talk a lot of crap, get words muddled up and just say random shit. So firstly, to all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. We are now over 800 subscribers, I believe, about 820. And I know I've not been putting out regular content, so I can't expect the subscribers to fly up the way I want to. But hopefully after lockdown we can crack on and start putting out some good content and some cool content. Because I didn't want to just do videos on home workouts and stuff. Like, people will get bored of that, and I'm sure people would get bored of seeing me do random videos. But yeah, so my name is Jack. I'm 30 years old. And my actual 9-to-5 job is in engineering, believe it or not. So I work in structural engineering. I'm a technician. So basically we draw buildings that have been designed, work with architects, that kind of thing, all done on the computer. So yeah, I've been doing that since I was 17, 18, and I am now 30. So quite a while. I live in a small town called Newcastle in Nottinghamshire with my girlfriend Holly, she's not in here, and our little dog Poppy. I'm trying to look to see if I've got any pictures, but I haven't. I've come out of the way because I just can't film videos when they're in the same room or something, so I've come out of the way. Good lighting in here as well. So yeah, my introduction into CrossFit, basically I started about 2.5 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago now, I'm not actually sure. Just because I wanted to mix up my training and then ended up loving it. But before CrossFit, I did so many different sports. So the saying, Jack of all trades, master of none, couldn't be more relatable to me. So my main sport growing up was football. Played that for like from the age of 7 up until my mid-20s, played at a decent level, played semi-professional for a couple of years at Grantham and Lincoln United. What else? During that period I also boxed and did K1 fighting, which is similar to kickboxing but with knees and elbows. So I did boxing for a couple of years, did K1 for 3 or 4 years. I'll chuck some little images on the screen here so you can see me in my tight little clothes. After I kind of finished fighting, just because I couldn't really dedicate the time to turn up at the boxing gym kind of 4 or 5 times a week and kill myself on a Wednesday night and a Saturday night, it just got a bit too much for the body. And I moved jobs and ended up working in Nottingham. Yes?
I'm just going to get this candle.
So we've completely ruined the one take that I said at the start. But we're going to carry on. Oh, Poppy. Come here. You gotta come now. I've introduced you both now. Poppy and Holly, as I previously said, to all the new subscribers. You can't stay too long because I've got to actually carry on. This is one take.
I didn't come for you.
So yeah, I stopped boxing and kickboxing probably in my mid-20s. And then that's when I kind of found bodybuilding and kind of fitness shows. Stop being weird. Sorry. Please don't ruin it.
I'm going.
I literally have to deal with this all the time.
Don't put that in.
No, it's staying in. I said I'm doing one take. It's staying in. And I've already gone over the 5 minutes I wanted to do. So yeah, that's when I ventured into bodybuilding and kind of fitness shows, so to speak, to kind of keep fit, vanity reasons. And then me being me and being super competitive in whatever I do, I ended up taking it one step further and then did a few physique shows. So I'll put a little picture on the screen now. So a few of you probably don't even know I did that. So I did that for about a year and a half. You alright? We've just been out, so she's a bit knackered. So I did the fitness shows for about a year and a half. Did pretty good, but it was a very demanding sport. Diet, unsociable kind of training and eating. It was very hard to maintain, especially looking like that. There's no way you can look like that all year round. Sit down, man. Sit down. Good go. So then, after bodybuilding, there was a kind of a little bit of hole in my kind of hobby fitness world, and me being super competitive, it had to be something that pushed myself. Like, it had to push me in whatever I was doing, basically. And that is when CrossFit came up. So my local town had a box that was open, and I've kind of flirted with the idea of going down several times, but never did. Until I just bit the bullet and went down. And originally it was just going to be for a bit of fitness, and I was only going to do probably 2 sessions a week, and within 3 or 4 weeks I had a full-time membership. I'd stopped at my commercial gym and I was converted into a full-time CrossFit wanker, so to speak. Absolutely love it. I'm not amazing, hence why the channel is called An Average Crossfitter. So yeah, that's kind of my background. If there's anything I've missed and anything you want to know, comment down below, and I'll answer your questions. But now I'm going to move on to the questions that I got on Instagram. Now let me just see how many there is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 questions. Some of them are very similar, so I'll kind of do them together, and I'll get the ridiculous ones out first, because as I ever put everything there, as when I always put stuff on Instagram, I get some stupid requests. She's off. So the first one is from Holly. When are you getting another dog? We're not getting another dog. The second one is from Holly Tinsley. Now, I'm going to put her Instagram handle on the screen so you can go and give her some grief after this. Her question, as always, is, why are you so shit at CrossFit? Answer that question, Tinsley? I don't know. I just can't help it. But God loves a trier. Right, toughest sport achievement. I'd probably say the toughest mentally and probably physically, yeah, physically as well, was probably the half Ironman that I did in September. Mentally, that was just another level. Yeah, that's hands down the hardest thing I've ever done. Do I count calories? Yes and no. I'm very paranoid about what I eat and my image. I know I shouldn't. I'm 30 years old now. I should be able to accept my body, but I still can't. And with my fitness background in kind of like bodybuilding and stuff, calorie counting and stuff is very kind of high on the agenda. So it's kind of stuck with me, which is a good and a bad thing. But yeah, I do sometimes count calories. I'm kind of conscious of what I am eating. So yeah, kind of, I guess. 2021 goals. 2021 goals. Hopefully do some of the competitions that we haven't done this year. So we had a competition in Portugal. We had a team competition in the Lake District, which we did last year. Couple of pairs comps, that kind of thing. Go on holiday for a start. It's 2020, we haven't had holiday this year, so get away and hopefully have some cool competitions and just get fitter. And we're kind of thinking of maybe doing another half Ironman, potentially in Europe or something, so it's a little bit warmer. How old am I? 30. Question from Fran, what does success mean to you? Now this is a difficult one for me, because I had a conversation the other day and I seem to have kind of a goal, and then every time I get near that goal I kind of move the goalpost, so to speak. Very cliche, but I'm never quite satisfied. So I guess success to me would be being satisfied in something I've done. So like, I did the Ironman, which I was like incredibly proud of, and I was happy I did it. But then afterwards, like, instead of just being happy with it, I started criticising the run, for example, and then I was like, well, I need to do another one to improve the run. Same with CrossFit competition to do. I'll have like a couple of good events and then I'll criticise myself on other things, and I'm just super over critical, and that's just the way I've always been. So success for me is maybe just being content in what I do and just be happy with what I do. So that's a very tricky question. Next one, what got you started on YouTube? And there's actually a couple on this one about YouTube. So I'll kind of do a general answer to this, I guess. So what got me into YouTube was I'd always wanted to edit videos and stuff, but I never really had the software to do it. I wanted a Mac and didn't have one, and I didn't really know what to edit. As daft as that sounds, like, it needed to be something worth editing, so whether that be like holiday stuff or what. But then when I found CrossFit, obviously I got introduced to the likes of Craig Ritchie and the Buttery Bros and stuff like that, where they were vlogging what they were doing. I thought, okay, that's kind of cool. And there was no one really doing it that was very average, how I consider myself when it comes to CrossFit. So then I decided I wanted to do a channel which a lot of people could relate to. So people that like work a 9-to-5 job, don't always have time to train, knackered after work, like training's not their number one priority, but they want to kind of like better themselves. And people who just have like a general interest in fitness and just want to do like cool things. So that was one of the main reasons. The second main reason was a selfish reason. I wanted to meet some cool athletes in the UK, some of the best coaches, some that I can call my friends now. Got like Tricky Ricky, for example, who's a good friend of mine, Josh from BFG, getting to meet Zach, training with Jonah at Second City, all these amazing and incredible people that I've had chance to train with, where I would never normally get to do that, because I'm, like I said, I'm the average CrossFitter, so it's not like I'm going to train or compete side by side with these guys. So yeah, that was another reason. Why the focus of CrossFit for the vlogging? Because I think it's cool and interesting. It's different. There's so many different entities to CrossFit, with the gymnastics, kind of Olympic lifting, which I'm shit at, kind of aerobic capacity, and just, you know, like just a bit of everything. So I thought, why not? And I enjoy it, so why not? One thing I always tell myself though, like, as soon as I do stop enjoying CrossFit, or not enjoying CrossFit, but as soon as I stop enjoying vlogging and it becomes a bit of kind of a hindrance, I'll stop. And that's like, I'm not saying I've not enjoyed vlogging recently, but it's been hard during lockdown, so that's why there's not been as much content coming out. But hopefully when lockdown restrictions are lifted, then I can start getting out to other boxes and start filming some cool stuff again. Favourite post-race or post-big training session meal? I'm going to be a basic bitch here. I love Nando's. I'll go and eat at Nando's every day if I could. I mean, there was a time where I probably did eat at Nando's like 3 or 4 times a week. But yeah, Nando's is good. A big burger from somewhere like Annie's Burger Shack in Nottingham. Yeah, just some massive meal. Not Domino's, because that always makes me feel ill. Not a big Chinese fan. Love an Indian, but gotta be feeling it. Love a Thai, but yeah, definitely a big burger or a Nando's. And then, is that all the questions? That's pretty much all the questions. And then there's this one here, which I found unbelievable, I really did, from David Dealey. Basically reached out during the Q&A I did, just basically saying he's been watching my vlogs while he's been in hospital, and that they've really inspired him. Now, I don't see myself as inspiring or motivational. I just kind of do what makes me happy, and if what I'm doing can inspire people, that's like incredible. But then when I actually got talking to David, he kind of explained that he'd been in hospital with a tumour, and he just had surgery again, and that when he was out of hospital, he wanted to get into CrossFit, and watching my videos had like made him want to get into CrossFit, and it absolutely blew me away. Like, I can't believe I have that kind of reach or motivation on people. Sometimes it really does blow my mind. Like, my channel is so small in comparison to some of the other YouTubers on the internet. Some of the other YouTubers on YouTube. I sound so old. Yeah, it's such a small channel, but the fact that people get inspired or motivated by what I do or what I post about is insane. Like, it's proper insane. So yeah, I'm going to end it there because I've rambled on for too long. So that's a little bit more about me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not the usual thing, but as always, I do really appreciate it if you smash that like button. And if you haven't already and you're watching all my videos but you haven't subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button. We're trying desperately to get to 1,000, and I'm going to be putting a lot more stuff out soon. He keeps saying, but he never does. But yeah, that's me. That's little old average CrossFitter Jack. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.